Broadcast warning. This is a preventative clarification issued by the Departmento Vox Communicatus and the Ministry of Door Enumeration in response to the unauthorized circulation of a recovered Vox file incorrectly labelled The Testimony of Solme Varr, Lay Preacher. The Ecclesiarchy confirms that this testimony does not constitute a verified spiritual record. Any statements contained therein should be understood as stress-induced narrative fabrication, common amongst clergy exposed to excessive silence, excessive faith, or substandard foundations. For the avoidance of misunderstanding, the choir beneath the ecclesiarchal chapel was successfully concluded, archived, and rendered doctrinally inert several cycles ago. Claims of resonant stone, singing architecture, or mouths in the walls are metaphorical excesses, not physical phenomena. Bells do not ring without clappers. Towers do not sing after demolition. Stone does not learn. Citizens are reminded that the phrase confirming absence refers to a bureaucratic category, not a physical descent. Any interpretation suggesting otherwise is the result of overzealous literalism, which remains a disciplinary issue. The following behaviours are therefore discouraged: descending below registered foundation depth for purposes of listening, placing one's ear against load-bearing structures, attempting harmonization with civic infrastructure, interpreting vibration as liturgy, describing silence as unfinished. In the event that you experience rhythmic pressure, involuntary hymn recall, or the sensation that the hive is breathing around you, please remain calm. Such feelings are a known side effect of architectural proximity and unresolved devotion. Ascending to higher hab levels is recommended, not for protection, but for mental hygiene and for healthy exercise. Finally, citizens are reminded, if something answers you, it is not a prayer. If something remembers you, it is not holy. If the hive seems to sing, you are simply standing too close to the truth. This transmission will now conclude. Do not replay. Do not archive. Do not listen twice.
We were told the resonator in the choir had been silenced, that the last note had faded, archived and sanctified. We were told the echoes were harmless devotional residue trapped in the substructure. That's what I repeated for weeks. Whenever citizens complained of hums in the wall, of hymns seeping through the ducts, I told them it was nothing, an echo, a memory. Then the memory started answering. At first it was the bells, the ones that should have been melted down after the collapse. They rang at dawn, perfectly in tune, even though there were no clappers, even though the tower doesn't exist anymore. We went down with the technothurge to confirm the sound's absence. That's the term we use, confirming absence. It means you go where something shouldn't be and make sure it's still not there. Simple work. Except this time, it was there. The steps ended before the ground did. We found ourselves standing on stone that pulsed. Not visually. You could feel it, though. The rhythm of something trying to live. The third said it was seismic activity. Then his Vox implant started humming the lament of the saints. In harmony. We reached what should have been the choir chamber. No bodies, no instruments, just mouths in the stone, hundreds of them, all mid-song. They didn't move at first. Then we started hearing words, not spoken, but formed. The sound didn't travel through the air. It traveled through matter. Every syllable was a vibration of the hive itself. You could feel the liturgy in your teeth. I realized then what the ecclesiarch meant when they said the choir was eternal. They didn't die. They were absorbed. We ran as fast as faith could carry us, with the song calling us back. Lilia and Coric didn't make it. They slowed, turned, and ran back in. Every fibre of my being wanted to join them, but I ascended and I kept running. Now the hive sings, not with voice, but with structure. Pillars, conduits, pressure seams, each one carrying part of the melody. You can't escape it. You can only rise above it. That's why they tell you to stay surface level. Not for safety, for silence. Below the last note, there isn't quiet. There's continuation. And it's learning new verses. If you hear it, don't record. Don't pray, don't respond. Just ascend to the higher floors until it can't reach you. Listening is enough. It always was. May the Emperor forgive us for teaching the stone to worship.
Host Servitor 241 was played by Richard Roberts. Solme Varr was played by Rowan Winter. Vox Sanctum Gloriana is an Evil Lighthouse production.